EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They put Pickens in motion. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. This one grabbed by Austin.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. And the Titans will take over here just past the 30.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, the rookie from Florida. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Once again, it's Warren. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard running left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. A run out of the gun with Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They put Pickens in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up third down. They put Pickens in motion. They'll throw here on third and short. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down. A run up the middle with Warren. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. That's quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion over Metcalf. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is hard. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. On the handoff, this is Warren. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This a 44-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. One team advances, one team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brought down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll run here with Gainwell, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run with Warren.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will stay a 3-point game. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made right at midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He gets free. Past the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Here's Gainwell. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
3rd and 9. 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 3rd
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. Here's Warren. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. He is in. Touchdown, Steelers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They send Ridley in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Ridley. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Titans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Strong. But he'll gather it back in.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Now, faking the give. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Tennessee. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A handoff, running left. This is Warren. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Steelers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The PAT, up and good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. They'll look to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Titans! The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A run with Gainwell. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A carry here for Warren. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Gainwell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card,